So, what's my experience with Finasteride and Dutasteride? Well, I'm going to tell you. This is my Dutasteride. I use 0.5 milligrams. This one's actually empty. I use 0.5 milligrams of Dutasteride every other day because the half life is so long compared to Finasteride, which only has a half life of about 12 hours, if I'm correct. Now I do also have Finasteride right here. I took this for a little while. These are 5 milligrams tablets, so you really don't need a lot. You really only need 1/8 of a regular dose for most people. Some people might need a little bit higher, around 1 milligram, but the reason I bought it per 5 milligrams is because it's incredibly cheap. Right now, I probably paid like €50 for 4 years worth of Finasteride. It's extremely cheap if you buy it in bulk. Minoxidil is a little bit more on the expensive side, which I made a video about yesterday. And Dutasteride is also a bit more expensive, but let me actually pull it up for you real quick. I paid for my Dutasteride. I paid so for 50 tablets of Dutasteride I paid €45, which means I pay about €15 a month on Dutasteride. So that's pretty decent because I take 0.5 milligrams every other day. Now, did I see any side effects from taking Finasteride, Dutasteride, topical or oral? And the answer is no. I haven't seen any side effect whatsoever. I also actually I did see shedding at the start, don't get me wrong, for about 40 days on estimate. I saw shedding, that's it. No libido loss from it. No issues with any hormones that I could feel. Or, well, I did, but that was due to cutting extremely hard, overworking extremely hard, only sleeping 4 hours a night for a week straight. So no, I don't think I've seen any side effects from Dutasteride. I mean, the chance of getting side effects are so slim. Let's take minoxidil for example. Only about 1% of people get side effects. I mean, you do get side effects sooner if your sleep's bad, if you're deficient in your diet, or let's say or even in minerals like vitamins, I should say. Let's say you're deficient in vitamin D, you're gonna see side effects way faster. Now, I do sleep very little, which I'm planning to fix right now, don't get me wrong. But in terms of the medication, I mean, I eat a lot of fat, a lot of animal fat, which is very good for supporting your hormones. I get enough vitamin D, and if I don't, I supplement with it. So for me, that wasn't an issue. And even if you look at people's clinics, if you look at the results from people's hair loss clinics, they say that almost all healthy people that get sufficient amount of protein, get sufficient amount of fat, have enough vitamin D, and sleep enough, basically no one gets side effects. So in my opinion, if that's dialed in, you start with a low dose, see how you tolerate it, let your body adjust. Start with topical Finasteride, for example. Work your way up to oral Finasteride, low dose, then work your way up towards Dutasteride. And I can basically guarantee you won't see any side effects. But again, this is not medical advice. This is just my personal experience and from all the research I've done with it. Now, I didn't get any side effects. I'm not scared I'm going to get any side effects. Most of the side effects people get are placebo. There were actually a few studies about this, and it showed that the placebo group had more side effects than the group that actually took 0.5 milligrams of Dutasteride. So, honestly, if you even get side effects in the first place, I don't remember the exact percentage, but almost most of the time they will fade away in 2 to 6 weeks, and if not, they will fade away over 1 to 3 months. And if that's not the case, then of course you still have the small group that the side effects won't go away, then in that case, it will, for most people, return to baseline once they quit the medication. And then you have that small percentage of the small percentage of the small percentage of the small percentage that gets lasting side effects, that needs to do a post-cycle therapy to kick up their natural production. But I mean, the chance is so extremely slim. So in my opinion, if you're over the age of 19 years old, I would not recommend it. If you're under 18, you start with a very low dose of a topical DHT blocker. Saw palmetto is not going to save you, just to be clear. I took that shit as well in my early days because I was scared because of all the misinformation online. Saw palmetto is a waste of fucking time. Potentially, if you're under the age of 18, you can take saw palmetto, but it's not going to save you. If you're under the age of 18, your best bet is minoxidil until you're about 19 years old, and then you can start taking a Finasteride or a Dutasteride, because in development you do actually need DHT. But once you're past developing, you can fucking kill that shit as much as you like without any side effects for most people. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video.